Alrighty, here we've got Storied Sword. This is being played on the NES, courtesy of Shell Productions and Raft Labs. I want to thank both Nathan and Jordan for the opportunity. This game is an amazing platformer. So you can play as either Cedric or Orchid. I prefer Cedric. There's really no difference between the two other than the fact that Orchid has a boomerang with less of a range. And then he starts out with daggers he can throw. So you have a standard attack button and a jump, and then up and attack is your projectile. Very similar to Castlevania. Castlevania is the same thing. This game features a wall jump, just like in Batman. And the game is really, really neat. It's not that long, and you'd think that the wall jump would be more of a gimmick, but no, it's actually something that is used throughout each and every level. Sometimes you have no choice but to wall jump in order to get through the level. So it's used very, very well. It's not just a gimmick, but it's really a staple. Enemies do respawn, so you got to be aware of that. You can't just run away and expect to to be free of the enemies coming your way. The game took me about 3 hours to beat. So it's not too long of a game. But then again, for an NES game, that's actually kind of long. It's actually kind of quite a good length here for a NES platformer. 3 hours. That's pretty good. Whoop. Rewind that. One thing that I will mention is that I believe it's in this portion of it. It might be in the next portion, but there's an issue with the game that I've been able to identify that is being, at this point, as of this review, has been worked out. And it's when you get to a certain point in the game, I think it's actually over here, you can throw a projectile like I just did there. But instead of killing the enemy, it actually will go through the enemy. So that's been fixed. Some other things I brought up in my playthrough here. That's cute. I wonder if that's supposed to do that. Anyway, they going through the spikes. And yeah, actually, I think it was in the... Yeah, it was in the first section. It was not in this section or the previous one. But the other things I brought up were there's this enemy later on in the game. I think it's the second stage that jumps around randomly, and it'll get stuck in the scenery, and that cannot be addressed. At least as far as I know, they're looking into it, but it may stay in the final build of the game, because to correct it, I think would be a lot of work, and it may not be able to be correctable, as my understanding. But the issue is that if you're familiar with Castlevania, the flea type imps that jump around sporadically, this game has those guys too. And they'll get stuck in the wall or in the floor. And sometimes you'll have no choice but to get hit by them in order to bypass that area. Now, you can always I guess, run back and come forward so they'll respawn. I guess that is a valid workaround, I suppose. But yeah, so that's the thing. Again, I don't know if that's going to be patched or not. That is something they're looking into doing, but they may just leave it because it definitely is kind of scary. They kind of mentioned it being more of like a jump scare, and it kind of makes sense. I mean, it does just kind of jump at you. But here's the first boss here. Now, the story of the game um, is that you're trying to find a fabled sword, and that's kind of the gist of it here. And it's a pretty cool story. I like the way the story plays out. It's like more of like a novel kind of way to play the story out, which is pretty cool. And yeah, graphically the game looks amazing. I mean, these levels just pop. They look really, really good. Um, the enemies aren't too terribly difficult. Um, Standard run-of-the-mill platformer, just with beautiful level design, great colors, awesome use of the wall jump. And yeah, I mean, they really hit it out of the park with this game. They really did. As of this recording, they have met their Kickstarter goal. So this game is coming to cartridge on the NES, and I cannot wait for it. I cannot wait for it to come to cartridge. It's going to be amazing. So yeah, if you guys want to pick this game up when it goes live, I will leave a link to purchase down in the description down below. And if the Kickstarter is still, if you're still up with the back Kickstarter, you can do that as well. I have a link to that as well in the description. So, yeah, this has been a look at the Storied Sword, guys, on NES. I want to thank again Jordan and Nathan for the opportunity. This game is just phenomenal. Very well done. And I'll thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. As always, until next time, take care and happy gaming.